pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. First item on the agenda is the consent agenda. Alderman Walker.
Mr. Mayor, I move to approve the consent agenda.
Thank you. For a second, Alderman Matthews.
Second, Alderman.
Any discussion? All in favor of approving the consent agenda, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Next item is the mayor's report. I'll keep it brief. We've got a lot of folks here tonight. Tonight I was fortunate enough to acknowledge the cross-country team for making it to state a couple times and gave their coach a key to the city. So they made some pictures on that. I really appreciate it. So, been a busy week, busy couple weeks. So, committee reports. NRA liaison of the committee. Alderman Walker.
Mr. Mayor, the NRA liaison committee met with several representatives of the NRA board. Had a great discussion about the growth of the city and the potential future needs for both the city and NRA for locations as the city grows. We'll continue those discussions and see whether there might be synergies for us to work with them on properties and locations.
Thank you. Planning and zoning. Alderman Sarver knew there was going to be a quiz, so he prepared.
We elected the officers of the planning and zoning. Rand Smith was elected chairman. Connor Samus was elected vice chairman, and Herman Xavier was elected secretary. We approved the preliminary plans for Diamond Creek, First Park Industrial, and the estates of Wilkerson Creek, which are all on the agenda tonight. And it was reported we have 40 residential permits and 5 business permits at this time.
Thank you. Ms. Wagner, do you have anything to report?
I do have a few items in addition to what was included in the packet. Update on some things that occurred since the packet was put together, or slight addition. I noted earlier this evening that Missouri Main Street had its kickoff meeting last week. It was very well attended by a number of downtown merchants and business owners, as well as staff. Really good organizational and informational meeting. The plan is in February to have an informational meeting more for the public to understand the Missouri Main Street program and to move forward in that process. So we have a lot of energy in that. Have an update on Amory Road. They have begun demolition of the road bed, or I'm sorry, that will begin tomorrow and Thursday. And with them calling for some weather tomorrow, that may have an impact, so we hope that we're waiting for on Thursday. That's preparation for installation of the new drainage, the under-road drainage that will create the drain off to help address that problem. And that will be installed before the retaining wall is put in. We do anticipate construction of the wall to begin as early as next week. Excuse me. I do have an item with regards to the comprehensive plan. We anticipate, Jack and I had a conversation today. I think we had updated you all that we had issued RFPs for a comprehensive plan update. We had 4 responses to that. A committee comprised of Jack and myself, along with Alderman Wilson, Alderman Sarver, the mayor, and Planning Commissioner Deb Dotson, interviewed 2 firms, and the firm that we selected to negotiate with was Future IQ, who did our strategic planning process, and Jack and I completed negotiations with them today. We will bring that forward at the December 3rd work session. And one of the things that we discussed with them was Future IQ facilitating our board retreat, which really kind of makes sense with the strategic planning and comprehensive plan. So we'll move forward with that and bring it forward in December. Had a call today, had a discussion today with Alderman Wilson with regard to public safety sales tax and some discussions with our representative. His legislative aide actually has some language for public safety sales tax, and we probably need to think as we start to get ready to go into the session that we might want to look at from that perspective as they could start putting something together. I talked to, kind of sent information out to the city managers of the Northland communities who have sales taxes, public safety sales tax, to find out how much theirs are. And a few of kind of the mechanics of what happened. So Excelsior Springs, Liberty, North Kansas City, and Riverside all have public safety sales taxes. In most instances, it took more than one attempt at the state legislature to get that approved. I think in Liberty it was 3 attempts. North Kansas City, they weren't sure exactly how many. There were numerous attempts. Now Riverside, I think, was successful in their first attempt this past legislative season. And all are half-cent sales taxes. All except for Riverside anticipates probably taking that half-cent sales tax to the voters in April of this year. They do anticipate proposing it with no sunset. Excelsior, Springs, Liberty, and North Kansas City were all successful on their first time in taking it to the voters. None have sunsets, and part of that is because they're typically tied to not only equipment and buildings, but also staffing, and so you need a no sunset provision. So I wanted to just kind of get a feel from the board. Half-cent really is kind of the cap of what would be available. Is that an amount we want to include in the language for that legislation?
Say yes.
Okay. I'll follow up with our legislator, and we can have some conversations on that and have some information moving forward. We had some discussions earlier this evening and generally discussed the Main Street trail. We do have a public meeting for input on the amenities on the trail and just to be able to look at that alignment. That is scheduled for Tuesday, December 3rd from 4 to 6 p.m. here at City Hall. And then a couple of reminders that we have a joint meeting with the school board, the entire board of aldermen and the entire school board next Monday, the 25th, at the school district offices. And a reminder that next Friday, the 29th, City Hall will be closed in observance of long Thanksgiving weekend.
Thank you. Next item on the agenda is number 7, bill number 2849-19. Alderman Walker.
I move to approve bill number 2849-19, rezoning the estates of Wilkerson Creek for first reading.
Alderman.
I'll second the motion.
Yeah, one comment card, Heidi Gordon. Okay, so here. Same as the other night, you got 3 minutes and state your name and address for the record, please.
Heidi Orton, my address is 1000 Northeast 145th Terrace, which is basically east end of 144th Street, what used to be Martin Road. I just wanted to, I know you guys are going to be entertaining or making a lot of decisions going forward on lots of developments, including the rezone, the estates of Wilkerson Creek, and I just wanted to reiterate concerns about stormwater runoff, not only for this development or that this can cause, but others. I was encouraged, I came to the planning and zoning meeting last week, and I was very encouraged after hearing some things at the meeting, some things that are being planned, and then also talking with a couple of the board members, and I appreciate that. I just wanted to reiterate our concern and hope that it's kept at the forefront as plans move forward, and that's basically all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion by the board? Okay, clerk, please call roll.
Alderman Probert.
Aye.
Alderman Blumker.
Aye.
Alderwoman Wilson.
Aye.
Alderman Sarver.
Aye.
Alderman Atkins.
Aye.
5-0.
Motion carries. So I can please read the bill.
An ordinance changing the zoning classifications or districts of certain lands located in the city of Smithville, Missouri.
Thank you. On to the fun stuff. This item is number 8, Water Lake adjustments. Alderman Atkins.
I move to approve resolution 750, fee adjustment.
Thank you. Alderman Sarver, for your next.
Second.
Second, any discussion on this one? All those in favor of approving resolution 750, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Thank you, motion carries. Next item on the agenda is number 9. Alderman Wilson.
I move to approve Resolution 751, adoption of the 2019 strategic plan.
Thank you. Alderman Lumber has his hand up next.
I second the motion.
Thank you. Any discussion?
It's a good process.
Thank you. I want to thank staff for all the work they did on this. I think we'd be still back there somewhere, but it's not easy hurting us all to get to meetings and lining up places and everything else. So, and then thanking the citizens that attended and as it did that provided feedback and surveys is a great process. So I'm excited to be working with future IQ on our comp plan now too. So. All those in favor of approving resolution 750, say aye. Aye. All opposed, say no. Motion carries. So on the agenda is number 10. Alderman Sarver.
A motion to approve resolution 752, preliminary plat, Diamond Creek.
Thank you. I have a second. Alderman Atkins.
Second.
Second, Alderman Atkins. All right, we have a number of comment cards, so I'll get through these in the order I got them. First up is Kelly Brown. Just state your name and address for the record, and you have 2 minutes if we need to adjust the mic or anything else.
My name is Kelly Brown. I live at 609 Spelman Drive. I just wanted to bring up about the entrance there on 6th Street. Wondering if there'd be any way, if you look on the other side of 4th Street, there's already a lane where the traffic goes in and out of there, where they're doing all the harvesting of crops. They've already got to drive in there to go on the land. Rather than upset all the folks, as we've just had many discussions about on those, why can't they go down there and go in that way? They can build what they want, they can take those trees out, they can have access there instead of widening the road, shortening people's yards, having it right there on the curb. And that's really, I just wanted somebody to think about that, see if that would be an option. So, that's all I have to say.
All right, thank you. Terry Brown. Again, state your name and address, and you have 3 minutes. If you need more time, let me know.
Hi, my name is Barry Brown, I live at 609 Spelman Drive. Last week, there was a meeting, a gentleman over here said that they had 2 entrances going into development there because of the traffic survey. 6th Street's just one. They said there was 4th Street as the second development was put into phase. I asked how many years that would be. He said, didn't know. I mean, if you have to have 2 entrances, I would think you have to put them in to start the development, not afterwards. So they should move it down somewhere where they can put 2 in together, be done with it, either 5th and 4th Street, make something across from 3rd Street, down that way. They can put in whatever they want, bring it back up, do what they feel like. But I'm not seeing where one entrance is going to make this work. There's going to be too much traffic, no way for medical equipment in and out. That's not a feasible idea. That curve and that hill is not a good place for an entrance to come out with 80 to 100 cars that don't know the area. Somebody will be there. I don't have anything to say else. Thank you.
Thank you. Miriam Sayer.
My name is Miriam Sayer. I live at 709 Mansville Lane. And of course, everyone is concerned about the building that's proposed to go behind us. All I can see is a lot of traffic, a huge hazard. We kind of went from bad to worse. The first letter I got said 40 homes, now there's 20 more. I just can't see something like this happening. It's unfortunate. I'm happy to see the city growing and things developing. It's wonderful for us. But to jam-pack a whole bunch of houses in that small area just seems crazy to me. And honestly, I'm like so upset about it. It's the only thing I can say about this. But I see it as a potential hazard, traffic-wise, more than anything. The drainage, I mean, our yard is our house sits at the very bottom of Manzanola, and we're on the east side. I can't even imagine what's going to happen when the building starts, how much of my property I'm going to lose. If I'm going to lose trees, my shed, I have no idea. And all of this concerns me. And it also concerns me that once these expensive homes go in, who's going to want a home like that that just sits on top of the other one with no room for expansion? I just don't see it as a good idea, and I honestly don't understand how people trust someone who's constantly under fire in the media. But that's my feelings, and I think my neighbors feel the same way. That's all I have to say.
Thank you. Daniel?
Oh, H-E-O.
Sorry. Yeah, okay.
Daniel Hall, H-E-O. 17 Manzanola. I live in the corner of Manzanola and 6th Street. I printed you guys out the pictures last time. I brought them with a bunch of measurements. So I did recently, and I didn't know this was all going to be tonight, but I took another picture at the school bus turned me in there off of Spelman F Highway on 6th Street. As the front tire almost hits the neighbor's yard, the outside rear tire with the axle hangs off the curb. It's real tight there. Now we're talking from adding that 100 more cars going through that intersection to maybe 140 more cars coming up and down the street. The water drainage, the ice that builds up down there. These cars, 140 cars, are 15 feet from my son's bedroom. We have 4 kids in our house. All the neighborhood kids come down. We have a corner house, fairly large. They all play at that intersection. 140 more cars, teenagers blowing through there. A bunch of 8-year-olds playing outside. We need a second entrance. Way too much traffic. The sewage, the city of Smithville comes down, it came down 4 times this year to drain out the sewage pipe. Sewage is overloaded, leaking out to the environment. EPA hazard. Speaking to my uncle about it out in DC, he works for the EPA. He's going to start looking into it. What's going to be done about that? We add another, 60 more houses, plus another 50 that's already been plotted out and approved to the same sewage line. Those are my concerns. Mainly the kid safety. Thank you.
Thank you. Stephanie Willis?
Stephanie Willis, I live at 710 Manzanola. Just touch up on what they were saying about traffic and how it's not really a viable entrance, how completely unsafe it is. My daughter has to go up to the edge of F Highway and 6th Street because her bus driver doesn't feel safe enough to turn down to come pick her up at my house. That's how tight we're talking about here. My concern is the drainage. I live at the bottom of that hill and it floods every single time it rains. And I'm really concerned about what's an extra 20 plus, 40 plus, 100 families moving in back there. What's that going to do to the school? I mean, we just opened up another school district, but that's going to add what? If every house has 2 kids, or 200 more children coming to the same one school district, and plus buses have to come in and pick them up. Just no access, no emergency road access. Something happens, God forbid, someone back there, they're not going to be able to help them out with only one entrance. I don't think it's good planning to have one entrance and then later on down the road you have another entrance added on. If you're going to build, have at least 2 access points to that development. So, thank you.
Thank you. When does that? Let me share. All right, I'll go to the board for discussion.
We've already had a traffic study, is that correct? Yes. And no issues. I've been able to read that that's causing an issue in that area. I know we're also looking at improving the existing drainage down there as part of the plan as well. So that point's been discussed.
Alderman Bunker?
Traffic studies aren't the easiest thing to read in the whole world, so Jack, you know, I'm about to hit you up with quite as I think I read it, the second entrance is really required when phase 2 takes a hold of those additional houses coming along. Is that correct?
The second entrance was added to address some concerns of only having one. The only way to make that work was to go all the way down to 4th Street to make that work. So yeah, it added to 20 lots. When fully built out, you'll have 60 lots with 2 entrances.
Any other questions? Discussion? Alderman Holbert?
I don't know if I missed it here, but these houses, what's the range of the can going in for these lots? What's the range of what?
Oh,
Okay. That would be, yeah, pressure.
Probably something around 300 to 350 probably.
I am concerned that building a neighborhood that doesn't have its own access to an arterial street. Building it through existing neighborhoods, I don't know, I have concerns with that.
So what would be the chances of having that second entrance constructed before total construction began?
I think that's a Jack question. Jack?
Yes.
Alderman Atkins has a question on the...
What would be the procedure to get that second street built at the beginning, the second entrance built at the beginning of the project, and it's going to be eventually?
My guess is the cost of building the extra road to go all the way around. If you look down at the south end, there's already some stuff platted to go in there. So ultimately, all those streets have to get done when it happens. That'd be my guess. They haven't done any of the design engineering. This would be the step to allow them to do the design engineering.
This is preliminary, so it's have to come back with a final at some point. Right?
It has to meet all the engineering standards, and then you guys would only then be able to approve a final plat.
Any other questions or discussion? Okay. All those in favor of approving resolution 752, say aye.
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 All opposed, say no.
No.
Motion carries 4-1. Next item on the agenda is number 11. We have any questions? Alderman Wilson?
I move to approve Resolution 753, preliminary plat, First Park.
Thank you. Do I have a second? Alderman Sarver?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion on this one? All those in favor of approving resolution 753, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Motion carries. Any public comment? Any new business? Hearing none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn. Alderman Holbert? Right. Do you have a card?
I did, but I was late because I fell in the parking lot.
Oh. Sorry.
Sorry, I didn't see you. She wants to speak on it.
Diane?
Oh, sorry.
You're okay.
That's fine.
Is it okay?
Yeah, go ahead. You made it right at the wire.
I think I broke my arm, but we're gonna go find out after I leave.
So, my name is Shannon McCown, I'm at 601 Spelman, as you all are aware. The only thing I have to say about this, and I'm sorry I didn't get this before you made the final decision, but it's okay, because we'll go to the next phase. As my neighbors already stated, those counters that went up, I watched them put them up on Monday, late morning, and I watched them take them down on Wednesday, early afternoon. So, how much counting did they get done in a 24-hour period? Not a lot. I think you're right. I agree. We all agree with you. If you guys could think about that second entrance opening before all the traffic starts with just one entrance, that would solve a lot of the problem. And then our fear is when Mrs. Troutwine had that plotted years ago for houses, it's plotted, but she never did anything with it. So they can plot it, but that doesn't mean they're gonna do anything with it. So when does that second entrance ever get built? Maybe never. But it's plotted for it, right? So that's our fear. So I know you guys are sick of hearing us and seeing us, but we're gonna keep coming back and tell, thank you for hearing us.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're all right.
Me too.
All right. Okay, motion to adjourn. All in favor?
Move to adjourn.
Have a second? All in Atkins. All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say no. Stand adjourned.